I am a giant. I am an eagle. Oh, I am a lion down in the jungle. I am a marching band. I am the people. Oh, I am a helping hand. I am a hero. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest. Yeah, that was off like a motherfucker. Shout out Kellz. It's low key. Today we're gonna talk about R. Kelly's new song, I Admit, where he's confessing to everything that's been going on with him recently. What I want to say to you guys is this. I want to lead off with this. There's three sides to every story. Your side, their side, and the truth. So let's be objective here. And furthermore, let's work towards solving the problem. And that's with every aspect of life. So let's get to it. I don't know if you guys are familiar with R. Kelly's new song. I think it came out yesterday. It's called I Admit. And the song is 19 minutes long. God damn, Kellz. You couldn't have came out with like segments like how you did with Trapped in the Closet. Shit. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I fucking love this song. I love this song. You know, he kind of made it. It's a very simple beat. You know, I can't really play it on here. You know, they're gonna hit me with a strike if I play it on here. So you guys should definitely go check it out. R. Kelly, I Admit. But I like the beat. It's a real simple beat. And then, you know, the way he does his vocals, he kind of does he's influenced by the mumble rap flow or cadence. And then he does have a touch of auto-tune on his vocals, which I don't really like, but I fuck with it because it's not too much. You can still hear his natural harmony and, you know, shit like that in his voice. But we're gonna go through the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? And I'm also try to get a female on if I can, you know, so we can, you know, have an exchange and see if this song, you know, changes the perspective of you know, from a female perspective. So let's get to it. So before I even get into the lyrics, I just want to run some names by you very quickly. Charlemagne the God, Hillary and Bill Clinton, Hugh Hefner. And we're gonna touch back on that in a moment. But I just want you guys to just think about those names I just said because they're all connected. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. I wish I could play this song, man. I really fuck with this song. Verse 1. I admit, I done made some mistakes and I have some imperfect ways. I helped so many people and the same damn people turn fake. I admit it was so hard to focus. I didn't go to class. I admit that I dropped out of school. I admit that I wasn't cool. I admit that I just feel like retiring. I admit that I just don't feel like trying. But all my real niggas around me keep telling me, Kellz, fuck that. You got to keep climbing. I admit it. I admit it. I did. Done fucked with a couple of fans. I admit that I'm a gift and a curse. I admit that I don't go to church. You know, and I mean, I respect this because I respect this first verse because we in a generation where, you know, that's a generation I grew up on, where people were speaking their truths in their lyrics. You know what I'm saying? That's a generation I grew up on. And I can't help it. By default, I'm just naturally uh drawn to that. I want to hear a person, if you making all this if you making all this goddamn money, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear, you know what I mean? I want to hear you speak your truth. Shout out John Hardy in the chat, bro. How you feeling, man? How you feeling, King? John Hardy says Capricorn is pain. Triple X is an Aquarius with Capricorn ways. John Wapo, Capricorn. R.Kelly, Capricorn. Pluto and Saturn is on their asses. He has more coming his way. Charlemagne victim took her case to the Supreme Court. That's a fact. I heard about that. All right, I'm glad you're good, man. We did a live stream last night. Where was you at, brother? I was looking for you. Let's go up into this. I mean, let me see how many verses it got, because I'm not about to read every verse, but I'm definitely gonna read the things that stuck out. Because this song, once again, this song was 19 goddamn minutes. But we're gonna go. Let me see how many verses they got. Damn. All right, so he got 8 verses. Okay. God damn. You put out an EP in one song. Let's see. All right. Let's go to the second verse. John Hardy says, I was trying to log in. I didn't know how to do it. We definitely got to link up. No doubt. Absolutely. Yeah, I would love your input on the show, man. That would be super dope if we could have somebody of your caliber to definitely, you know what I mean, in real time go through it. You feel me? Second verse. I admit it. I got so many flaws. Told so many lies to these broads. Blew so much money. Popped so many bottles. Yeah, I fucked the bitch just because. Nigga, I had a hell of a day, but I admit I was in my own way. I admit I had my mom crying over me. What else can a nigga say? I admit I can't spell for shit. He got that Floyd Mayweather syndrome. Respectfully. I love Money Man. TBE. I admit that all I hear is hits. I admit that I couldn't read the teleprompter when the Grammys asked me to present. That's crazy. Can you imagine that shit? I admit that I love God, but wait, it's so much temptation, but wait. And mental, the drinking and smoking too much, but it helped me get through the day. I can relate to that shit. I don't smoke, but when shit is hard, you know, go get something to drink. definitely ease the stress. Won't say no name, I'm not a snitch. But one night at the Ritz did some shit I shouldn't have did. Went and fucked the nigga's bitch. I admit that I did. I fucked my girlfriend's best friend. Yeah, I tapped that in the back of my Benz. I admit I'm sorry for my sins. You know, and this dude comes out. I mean, let's just be honest. How many of y'all niggas out there would admit that you can't read? Let's just be honest. Come on, man. You gotta show that dude some respect for admitting some shit like that. John Hardy says, I got so many people to discuss. Jocelyn Hernandez, bro, is I heard she was a tranny allegedly. Takashi Teriyaki 6ix9ine, Faith Evans, Hell Rel, just to name a few. Facts, man. Let's get into it. That'd be interesting. Let's see. Verse 3. Yeah, I admit I trust people too much. I admit I can't say such and such, but my lawyers told me to settle this, even though it's bullshit. Kelly, protect your career. All these people in my ear. I admit I've been tempted by drugs. I admit that I just need a hug. I admit the devil talked to me sometime, but the devil is not who I trust. See, I fuck with bars like that. Because you got all these rappers saying, I sold my soul to the devil, da 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 da. And he's coming out saying he don't trust the devil. You know what I'm saying? As you shouldn't. But let's see. I've been fucked by so many damn managers while they push me out front of these cameras. All this music I didn't gave to them, and now they play me like a fucking amateur. I got a life, yeah. I got it right, yeah. Cancel my shows. That shit ain't right. How they gonna say I don't respect these women when all I've done is represent 30 years? Take my career and turn it upside down because you mad I've got some girlfriends. Hell with this record deal. It ain't worth this shit for real. Ain't seen my kids in years. They trying to lock me up like Bill. They trying to lock me up, Bill. Lock me up like Bill. Who's Bill? How much can a nigga take? How much can a nigga pray? Just want to do my music. Stop stressing me. Please let me age gracefully. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's how it seems like that's how it is in the fucking urban community. It's like you motherfuckers praise these people and love these people so damn much when they're, providing this music that, you can shake your ass to on the weekends, get high to or party to. But then as soon as they music ain't really like, ain't vibing with you or you ain't vibing with their music, you just bash them. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up. You should be ashamed of yourself. For real. John Hardy says trapped in the closet was his first confessions. There are some females that stated he wanted dildos in his ass. God damn. Allegedly. God damn, John. It's 12. Listen, man. It's 12:58 on the Eastern Standard Time, man. It's kind of early for that. It's kind of early for that, man. Clean it up, John. Clean it up. Allegedly. Clean that shit the fuck up. God damn. Anyway, guess I'm gonna read all the goddamn verses because I fuck with this song. Verse 4, yeah. They took my gift and blind me. Where the fuck is my money? Now here comes this big ass conspiracy, but still got my fans. That's a blessing. Listen to heaven. Just stay on my grind, and that's 24/7. And I know my mama Joanne is smiling down on me. I put that on everything. Been a grown man since age 11. Mine on the guap sense. Rest in peace to my homie Kevin. Verse 5. I admit I'm a freak. Used to go to strip clubs every week. But who these niggas trying to say I am? Man, I'm loud and I put that on Chief. He trying to rap that. I admit I fuck with all the ladies. That's both older and young ladies. But tell me how they call it pedophile because that shit is crazy. Think Hugh Hefner. We're gonna hop into that in a little bit. You may have your opinions, and we talking about legal age. Just, we talking about 18-year-old chicks. You may have your opinions, entitled to your opinions, but really am I supposed to go to jail or lose my career because your opinion? Yeah, go ahead and stone me. Point your finger at me. Turn the world against me, but only God can mute me. I admit that I fired some people. I admit that I hired new people. I admit that those people I fired on my mama was crooked as hell. It was crooked ass people. I'm over here freestyling. I admit that I don't own my music. He doesn't? I admit that I wrote on my music. I guess he meant all my music. Want it back, but they don't want to do it. What the fuck, nigga? I wrote that music. I did that bump and grind. I did that 12 play. I did that fed up. I changed the damn game, so I deserve a fair play. So put some respect on my damn name. Look, if you listen to how he in the song, if you guys listen to how he fucking flowed when he said this shit, dude, this man came out with bump and grind. I'm not sure about 12 play. I never heard of that song. Fed up. You know what I'm saying? The songs he came out with, he changed the game and he pushed this, hip hop R&B culture in a more positive, productive light. Yeah, niggas was talking about, fucking chicks sometimes and drinking, but also he was talking about when a woman's fed up. He was talking about real issues and real situations that everybody goes through, not just people in an urban community. I mean, he was telling truths. He was telling the truth, you know, through music, man. And how could you not fuck with that? John Hardy says R.Kelly's 16-year-old ex reveals. Oh shit, here we go, man. It's too early for that. Reveals STD and gay lover and Rob loves kids allegedly. His gay lover name was Bubba, aka Jermaine. God damn it, John. God damn it, man. Come on, man. This is a family program, John. God damn it. Oh shit. All right. Let's hop up in that verse. But I do respect that. He said, put some respect on my damn name. God damn. And like I said, that's what's wrong with with fucking the black culture, man. We fuck with these niggas when they hot, you know, air quotes around that. And then as soon as, you know, their time, you know, air quotes passes, you know, you just bury the nigga, you know, but by default. But back to the verse. Now remember when you was mad at me, but I ain't never offered her no drink. But I admit that she asked me, can I get a little Hennessy? We both turned off our phone. We drank. I smoked. We talked. I admit that I tore it off. From my good points to my faults, she said, what about Aaliyah said? Oh, what about Aaliyah said love? She said, what about the tape? I said, hush. I said, my lawyer said, don't say none. But I can tell you, I've been set up. I admit it. However, since the first day, that without knowing that I signed my publishing away, I admit it. I was young and caught up and so blind, yeah. Said I had dyslexia, couldn't read all them contracts. Now the truth is in the message. I'm a broke ass legend. The only reason I stay on tour is because I gotta pay my rent. God damn. That's on some Lil Wayne shit. God damn. I never thought it would come to this, to be the most disrespected artist. So I had to write a song about this because they always taking my words and twist it. Believe me, it's hard to admit all of this. But I'm in my feelings about this shit. But I had to set the fucking record straight. So yeah, and it's sad, man. It's sad that everyone's bashing him. Like I said, we're gonna get into, you know, these contradictions when it comes to Charlemagne the God, Hillary and Bill Clinton, and Hugh Hefner as it relates to R. Kelly. But let me go through. I got two more verses. Let me get through this. Verse 6. I admit it. I love Steve Harvey, John Legend, and Tom Joyner. They're doing good in their lives right now. Why would they want to tear down another brother? Oh, excuse me. Women show black men some love because black men, we go through enough. How can we get up off the ground when we steady tearing each other down? I admit that the devil is busy. Has some people beside me ain't with me. I admit that I'm going to do this music up until the Lord come and get me. Now I admit a family. Now listen, family, we going in. Now I admit a family member touched me from a child to the age 14. While I laid asleep, took my virginity. So scared to say something, so I just put the blame on me. Now here I am, and I'm trying my best to be honest, because the source is out there trying to keep me from being an artist. I admit I'm at rock bottom, and this shit has rocked my mind. I'm calling on my hood, come walk by my side. They don't want me to shine. Women's group, my God. Now don't get it twisted. I do support them, but why they want to bring down the R? Damn, this is breaking my heart. Because from fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters, I am part of the music culture. Spotify took me off their playlist. Here you go. Let's get it. We about to get up into some more. You know, whenever the shit is highlighted like that, he about to say some shit. I admit that I've been underrated. I'm not convicted, not arrested. They dragged my name in the dirt. All this work to be successful when you abandoned me because of what you heard. I admit that I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. Said I'm abusing these women. What the fuck? That's some absurd shit. They're brainwashed, really. Kidnapped, really. Can't eat, really. Real talk, that shit sounds silly. Shit. I see you, John. Let me get through this verse. Let me cook. And if you really, really want to know, her father dropped her off at my show and told this boy to put her on stage. I admit that she was overage. I admit that I was feeling her, and I admit that she was feeling me. I admit that that's the shit that comes with being a celebrity. I ain't chasing these ladies. No, these ladies are chasing me. Now I'm only saying all this shit because how they trying to play me. I admit that this is no disrespect to the parents, but this is my advice to you because I'm also a parent. Don't push your daughter in my face and tell me that it's okay, because your agenda is to get paid and get mad when it don't go your way. He going in this fucking verse, man. He going in on this fucking verse. I know y'all look at me like I don't go through things, but I'm human. I know it's hard sometimes, but I try to keep in mind that I'm human. Fuck all the fortune and fame. Forget the name. I'm a human. I can't believe all the under the table shit they doing. I'm tired. The fingers pointed at me. I'm tired of all this weight on me. I'm tired of everybody wanting a piece of me. Shit, I'm not an ATM machine. This nigga went in on this verse. God damn. What do I do when I can't? What do I do when I can't do what I do? How can I win when I can't win with truth? And I can relate to that shit all the time. I sit up here and I tell people the fucking truth, and it's just that cognitive dissonance. They don't give a fuck. People don't give a fuck about the truth anymore, and I'm not sure if they ever did. Got a couple of dead homies that I promised would make it out this shit. And I don't think God's hands is on me, nigga. I'm gonna make it out this shit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Not claiming the storm's over. I admit, I talked to Miss McGlynn. FYI, that's my second mother. I admit that I asked her how I'm gonna get the world off my shoulders. She said, son, don't you lose it. Sometimes you gotta go through it. They can say what they want, but at the end of the day, they cannot deny your music, because your music has touched people and inspired all people overseas, everywhere. Don't worry, don't care, because the anointing is on you. That's why these haters is at you. So keep on doing you, baby. You don't have to give these fools an explanation. God damn. I fuck with that verse, man. He went in. He went in. R. Kelly says. John Hardy says R. Kelly was always happy around men versus women. Okay, I'll leave that alone now. Let's go to the stars. His Mars is in Libra. Do you know what that means? Hell no. John Hardy says Venus is the planet of love, facts, and Mars is also a sexual planet, but more aggressive. When you part Mars and Venus, you have a sexual aggressive person. Wow. Let me run that back. Man. God damn, bro. You be saying some shit, dude. I fuck with it, man. You be saying some shit, man. I hope you on the clock right now, man. I hope you getting paid for this shit. God damn. Venus is the planet of love, and Mars is also a sexual planet, but more aggressive. When you part Mars and Venus, you have a sexual aggressive person. John Hardy says most of his best songs came out after he was being accused of sexual I believe I can fly, step in the name of love, etc. His Mars is in Libra, having issues with his Venus in Aquarius. Friends are about to expose him with sexual allegations starting on the 26th of this month. God damn it. That's in 3 days. Shit. Let's see. I got 2 more verses. And then we going to get into it. You going in, bro. Salute, 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 salute. Everybody watching this motherfucking video, subscribe to John Hardy, Astro Life Coach. So respect, respect, salute, salute. I think I was on verse 7, I think. I'll be honest, man. All right, he go in on verse 7 too. You know, and I really appreciate, I like the song because I'm not even gonna lie to you. I missed R.Kelly's like singing. I did. I really did. I missed R.Kelly's music, man. I really did. I ain't gonna fucking lie. And then the dude tells the fucking truth, man. I mean, it is what it is. Or let's just say, I don't know, whatever. Verse 7. Let's go. What's the definition of a cult? What's the definition of a sex slave? Go to the dictionary, look it up. Let me know. I'll be here waiting. Now, I admit I got some girls that love me to pull their hair. Now, I admit they love me to talk dirty when I pull their hair. Some like me to spank them. Some like to give brain. What some of these girls want is too much for the radio station. Look, I'm just a man, y'all, not a monster or beast. But I admit there are times when these girls so fine, they chill with a nigga for a week. Now, I admit I love Hugh Hefner. We're going to go back to that. Through the years, supported Hugh Hefner. But when he left this world, he had 1 million girls. But we going to always love Hugh Hefner. To Jim D. Rogatis, whatever your name is, you've been trying to destroy me for 25 whole years, writing the same stories over and over again. Off my name, you didn't win and made a career for yourself. But guess what? I pray for you and family and all my other enemies. I'm not going to let y'all steal my joy. I'm just going to keep on doing me. Oh, my God. It's a lot, man. It's a lot to go through. We're going to get through it, though. God damn. I feel like I'm reading a Harry Potter novel on this bitch. We're going to get through it. Hold on. Now, I don't know what else to say except I'm so falsely accused. Tell me how you can judge when you've never walked in my shoes. So easy to mess up someone else's life through social media, the devil in disguise. You about to go in. I admit I miss my brothers, but I admit they weren't acting like brothers. Yeah, we've had our differences, but you don't turn on your brother. That's a fact. I got a brother. We don't necessarily have the strongest relationship, but you do not turn on your brother. For nothing, for no one, nada. Mama, Joanne is watching. She must be turning over in her grave. I admit I had to borrow a couple of M's from the label. All these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. Can you imagine that? I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed 20 mil to the IRS and they were coming to get my home. I admit I was feeling stupid. Staying in the Homewood Suites. Wow. Sipping Hennessy, trying to figure out what happened to me. There was so much going through my head because I knew that something wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it, but my spirit had better eyes. It told me what it saw, and it scared the shit out of me. It said, "Get rid of them. It's nothing but culture. It's nothing but vultures around me." I admit that I love my fans for all the push and support they've shown. I admit if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have never stayed strong. Now, I'm not tripping on all these rumors. That don't bother me. And I'm not paying attention to these haters. That don't bother me. But what blows me, pause, is when certain people turn phony. They say, Rob, I got your back. Rob, you the man. But they really doubting me. Bitch, you know who you are. Bitch, I bought you a car. Bitch, you stayed in my crib. I loved you with all my heart. Now, I don't like to brag when that comes to me, but I've given back to the community, from the nonprofit to the charities. But of course, you never hear that about me. To them niggas that drink my liquor and smoke my stogies, how come you ain't on Facebook picking up for me? While you round me most of the day, when you know I'm a good brother. Always got your hands out. It ain't no doubt that y'all niggas nothing but blood suckers. Plus, y'all ain't bringing nothing to the table. Yeah, nigga. And you know it's real talk. Taking pictures with me for your Instagram when I need you, but you quick to get lost. Robert, Jay, Joanne, my kids, what you hearing out here about dad, guys, I'm sorry for this. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine what y'all must be going through. Every day is something about me. My God, it must be killing you. I promise there'll be better days. Just keep walking straight. I know you must be worried, but just know that I'm okay. For me, things have gotten rough. Right now, I can't say too much. But for y'all, I will stay tough. Damn, I sounded like a retard when I just but for y'all, I'll stay tough. I sounded like I had matching knee pads and head pads, fucking headgear. What the fuck? Daddy just needs y'all to trust and believe in me. I admit that I told the truth and still not free. Still want to hate. Still want to stone me. Still want to chain me. I think they want to kill me. God damn. Oh, shit. John Hardy says, hashtag self-employed. I got time today. Astro enlightenment. Big facts. John Hardy says his Pluto is in Virgo. This has to do with his work. It's fighting with pieces. The planet of secrets being revealed. Neptune is retrograde, so his secrets can be revealed. So are you saying that because that Neptune is in retrograde right now, he's allowing himself, to come out with a song like this and pretty much talk about, everything that's been going on with him? So, like, for example, if it wasn't in retrograde, he wouldn't be coming out with a song like this. I'm just curious. Verse 8. Whew. God damn. I need a tall glass of water. Shit. Now, no disrespect to Chi-Town, my home, but we've got to learn how to support our own. I agree. I admit that my heart cries for my city because we're losing young lives in our city. Instead of judging me, y'all should be using me to help these kids, raise them out of depression and poverty. Now, real quick, in the video I made about Charlemagne, I literally referenced R.Kelly. When R.Kelly said, instead of throwing stones at me, y'all should pray for me. And the reason why I referenced that is by people just bashing each other and degrading each other and just nitpicking and tit for tacking, you're not solving any problems. Me personally, I'm a solutionist. I want to solve a problem so I don't have to speak about the same fuck shit over again. That's just naturally who I am or who I become. So how you simply solve the problem, if you have an issue with him, don't just talk shit about him and then, that's it. Console this motherfucker. Talk to him. Heal this motherfucker. So that his offspring doesn't go forward and do the same thing he's done. So that his supporters, his cult-like followers, his, people that love him, go ahead and, partake in the same shit he was allegedly partaking in. You got to heal the source. You understand? That's just how I feel about that shit. John Hardy says, nope. When Neptune goes retrograde, it reveals secrets. He's coming out with the song because of what he's going through, trying to get the public support. Neptune rules deception and secrets. Shit. I don't want no parts of Neptune, bro. I don't want no smoke with Neptune. You hear me? I don't want no smoke with Neptune. Super facts. John Hardy says, when it's going retrograde, it does the opposite, reveal secrets. This is the deeper secrets that can be revealed. Oh, shit. Hey, man, y'all need to get that book. Y'all need to cop that book John Hardy got. All right, let me get through this verse. Let me cook. Let me cook. Where'd I leave off at? All right. Now, I'm not saying I'm no savior, but I can be an inspiration. This is an invitation. Man, I admit I go through so much day to day. Got 23 lawyers, 3 or 4 managers. What am I doing? Show me the way. The only thing I have left is my voice, and now I have to use it for my protection because they left me no choice. See, my work has nothing to do with my private life. So say the fuck out of my business and tend to your own damn life. So go ahead and say what you want to say about who I want to date. But you won't say that shit to my face because you know it ain't no shit to say. Next nigga bring me some dumb shit is gonna end up a misunderstanding. Cause niggas they listen to dumb shit. Are niggas that be on all right, rewind, back up. Cause niggas they listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. That's a fact. People that listen to dumb shit and subscribe to dumb shit are niggas that are dumb. You know, and not just niggas, like every type of human being. They need a life because they ain't got no life. So they always come through with the dumb shit. Blocking my path. They don't know the half. So they making assumptions. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Since when? And that's how I feel. You know, everybody is going to do some fucked up shit. Everybody's going to do some shit they're not proud of. But simply because of social media and this whole group think bullshit and people, you know, throwing stones and then, you know, at a glass house and running, it's just multiplied and it's just fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. You know what I mean? Let's see. Found guilty when you're innocent is the only time I fear. Is the only time I fear. There is one thing that's for sure, and I want to make this shit clear. I done lived my voice and represented my country for 31 fucking years. Damn it, I admit. Hold on, I'm gonna clap it up. I gotta clap it up for myself for making it through that shit. I'm lightheaded. I'm lightheaded. I can't remember the last time I read that many goddamn words at once. Definitely, I recommend listening to the song. I do not recommend reading that shit. But I do this for y'all. Jesus. John Hardy says, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are all secret planets. Oh, shit. But Pisces is the worst. It's more spiritual. These signs are more emotional than most. He needs to just fall back now. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's crazy. You said Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are all the secret planets. But Pisces is the worst. That's crazy. I find myself getting along with a lot of Pisces. That's crazy. Okay, now that we went through the lyrics, I want to hop into these names that we brought up earlier. And then I want to hop into just pretty much, you know, at the end of my videos, I really just want to wrap it up and come full circle as far how can we reach a solution so that we don't, you know, me as a content creator and as a real person, I don't have to keep, you know, talking about the same monkey shit every fucking day because it's all the same. This is all connected. All the monkey shit is connected through, you know, just all the trauma, you know what I mean? That's out here. So we're gonna get into some sort of solution. I'm gonna present a solution for you guys. Let's see if John Hardy can present a solution, so we don't have to deal with this monkey shit anymore. Maybe we can evolve as a species. You know what I mean? Just maybe. Just maybe. Charlemagne the God, Hillary and Bill Clinton, Hugh Hefner. As far as it relates to R. Kelly. R. Kelly just told you in the song he was molested from a child to the age of, I'm not sure if he said 11 or 14. But nonetheless, he was molested. And he says clearly in his song that his virginity was taken away from him. Now, let me get some more information on this before I start running my mouth, so we can talk about facts. I didn't even know this shit. I didn't even know R. Kelly was molested. Okay, by a female. That's what I was curious about. Was it a male or a female? This dude look crazy. Shit. R. Kelly opens up about years long sexual abuse by female relative. The allegations of sexual assault and child pornography facing R. Kelly over the years have been well publicized. Now, the 40-year-old is opening up about his own sexual abuse allegations, specifically the years long period in which he says he was molested by a female relative. The abuse, which he tells GQ, lasted from when he was 7 or 8 to when he was 14 or 15. Wow. So if this is true, if he wasn't lying, then he was molested for almost a fucking decade. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine someone taking your virginity at 7 or 8 and molesting you for almost a decade? Male or female, you know what I mean? See. John Hardy says R. Kelly needs to fall back until August. God damn. He is going back to the past. This is his karma, but he can make it right. We all fall short of God's glory. So let's get back to this. The abuse, which he tells GQ, lasted from when he was 7 or 8 to when he was 14 or 15, starting one day when he woke up from a nap to find a woman playing with him. I tried to push her away. This is R. Kelly quotes, a quote by R. Kelly. I tried to push her away, but she wouldn't stop until she was finished. When she said, she said, "You better not say shit to no one, or else you're going to get a terrible whooping." At first, I couldn't judge it. I remember it feeling weird. I remember feeling ashamed. I remember closing my eyes or keeping my hands over my eyes. I remember those things, but couldn't judge it one way or the other fully. Wow. And it's crazy. A lot of people talk about, pedophilia when it pertains to an older man and a child. But a lot of people, it's like that Precious movie, right? Like, or what movie was that? Not Precious. I don't think it was Precious. It was God damn it. Where was it? Lawrence Fishburne? Was that the movie? Lawrence Fishburne? Where the older woman or somebody, was it his mom or his mom? I don't know. The older woman was molesting him. But my point is, it just seems like a lot of people don't talk about an older woman molesting a child. You know what I'm saying? Because, just going back to this whole, Charlemagne the God thing, Charlemagne the God was molested by, a woman as well. So you got R. Kelly being molested by an older woman, and you got Charlemagne the God being molested by an older woman, And you know, Charlemagne comes out and tries to make light of it. He tries to make a joke out of it and says some goofy, corny shit like, "Oh, I stopped letting her molest me because she got a Jerry curl." Like, really, nigga? Really? One, like you had any control over that situation. Two, like you're cornball for that. Like, that's not even really funny, to be honest with you. But let's see. John Hardy says it said in his defense uh to know he was abused, although it don't help when you are the abuser. Facts. I understand him, but you can't do it to others, do to others that's been done to you. He needs help. Absolutely. He needs healing. These people are damaged, man. These people are fucking damaged, and they need healing. You know what I mean? That's it. They need the same way it takes a village to raise a child. In my opinion, it takes a village to, keep motherfuckers going. Everybody needs a support system. But let me get through this, and we're gonna go through this other shit. Got you. Yeah, man. Definitely gotta have you on the next show, brother. I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Let's see. This is quotes from R.Kelly. When I started having a girlfriend, I felt really bad about it. Then I started getting older and knowing that's just not supposed to happen. Family members. And I think it started getting scary for them because I just started acting really different about it. And I think it became a turnoff to them and a scary thing. She told me, sometime when you're kids, you think you've been through something or did something that you didn't do. Probably was a dream. Things like that. But it was definitely not a dream. But as far as it relates to Charlemagne the God, how I'm gonna be projective and present this information to everyone that listens and watches this video. Let's just be honest. I'm about to go full nigga mode, so pardon me. The majority of you motherfuckers out there buried R.Kelly when these girls were coming out, making allegations saying that, he's doing all these things to them, right? But you same motherfuckers cape and support and stand by and co-sign Charlemagne the God for admitting all this shit he's admitted to via Twitter and via his own damn mouth. So let me understand this. I just truly, genuinely want to understand this. You're caping for a dude that's admitting to having sex with incoherent women after putting Spanish fly in their drinks. And I'm going to say allegedly because we know bitch ass niggas like to sue people. But there's no paperwork. Is there, correct me if I'm wrong, but is there any paperwork against R. Kelly? Is R. Kelly out here on podcasts talking about putting things in bitches' drinks without permission? So my point is, if you're going to crucify one dude, if you're going to bury one dude, you have to, by default and common logic, bury and crucify the other dude. Because if you don't, then that's the definition of bias. That's the definition of stupidity. And how, like, a person like me that can see every side, I'm very self-aware, so I'm capable of seeing every angle and every side. I have no respect for you people. You people might as well be fucking programs in the Matrix, to be honest with you. Because if you can't see how fucking stupid that logic is, how logicless that is, you might as well not even be a fucking, you might as well not even have a brain. You feel me? As cool, welcome to the stream, but welcome to the stream. Our As cool says R. Kelly messing with grown women. Now they want to go hard on him. Get the fuck out of here. John Hardy says his black moon Lilith is in Aries. This is a person that will grow to have a bad reputation. It's also it's also an aggressive person. He has violent, impulsive ways. Jesus, get him. But that's just my example when it comes to Charlamagne the God. You guys, the majority, the same people that are saying, fuck R.Kelly, this, that, and the third, are the same exact people saying, ooh, did you hear what Charlamagne said today? Did you hear who he was giving Donkey of the Day? You know what I'm saying? Right after he's admitted with his own mouth to putting Spanish fly in a chick's drink and having sex with her when she was incoherent. He's also admitted to the first time he has sex with his wife, his wife didn't want to give him his wife didn't fuck it. His wife didn't want to give him the pussy for a whole year. This is his words that came out of his mouth. His wife didn't want to give him the pussy for a whole year. One night he got her wasted as fuck. I think he said at his mama house or some shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever. And then he went up and he says with verbatim, he went up in that room and he got it. And he's still employed. He's still handing out Donkey of the Days every day. Y'all love it. Millions of views. Breakfast Club has over 2 million subscribers. Let's get it. Asku says, Leonard. This is so funny. Until Monique came through, didn't nobody know this nigga's name. What the fuck is a Leonard? Leonard is going down. Trust me. That chick is not playing. Absolutely. John, didn't you say it was going to the Supreme Court? Do you feel like the Supreme Court is going to reopen this case? Not reopen the case, but, you know, be able to make any progress here, or, you know, have any sort of, I don't know. Do you think anything's going to come from this pretty much? Oh man, I respect I appreciate both y'all for being here, man. Family. John Hardy says his Pluto is in Virgo. And we got to talk offline because I'm trying to figure out how is planets inside other planets. You feel me? I'm going. But that shit is interesting. His Pluto is in Virgo. The planet Pluto symbolizes deep disruptions and upheavals, domination, and sexual instincts, and the inner power we have in ourselves. Asku says, they said the accuser is a lawyer now. I think so. Yeah, he going down. Oh shit. So if you're talking about Jennifer Reed, Jessica Reed, and she's a lawyer now, that's interesting if that's true. John Hardy says, I will end Charlamagne's career by reading his chart. He's worse than Kellz. Yep, Supreme Court. They will open it for her to bring a civil case. Okay. Is it going to be a brand new case? Or are they going to reopen the case? Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. And honestly, I should save this for the last comparison, but this shit is absurd. So once again, the same people that are crying about R.Kelly being accused of doing all these things, holding bitches in dungeons. And what I will say is this: I'm not to my family, my YouTube family, my Matrix family. I'm not talking shit to y'all. I'm not none of that. I'm not talking shit to y'all. This is all respectfully. But I'm going nigga mode right now. Full nigga mode. Period. The same people that are burying and crucifying R.Kelly for these accusations of holding bitches in dungeons and peeing on chicks and whole sex tape shit and all this shit, right? And I just want to say something real quick. You guys get mad when he's out here peeing on a chick, right? But then when Dave Chappelle makes a skit about it, you laugh your ass off. Come on, you can't play both sides. Pick a side. Are you mad? Are you okay with it? Do you co-sign it? Do you not co-sign it? Pick a fucking side. You can't play the fence. People that play the fence get zero respect from me. Point blank, period. But the same people that call him a pedophile, as far as, you know, him marrying Aaliyah when she was underage, and all these other allegations of pedophilia when it comes to him. So you're telling me you don't support pedophilia. That's your stance, correct? Okay. You same motherfuckers go out or went out and voted for Hillary Clinton. Is Hillary Clinton a pedophile? I'm not saying that. What I am saying is Hillary Clinton stands by a lot of pedophiles. Hillary Clinton has a lot of his friends with a pedophile, with a convicted pedophile, with a convicted sexual sex offender. You niggas don't know this. I mean, my family will know this. The people in this chat will know this, but the majority of y'all niggas won't know this. And you really won't even care after I tell you. But the same woman you voted for, Hillary Clinton, stands by and is friends with a convicted sex offender named Jeffrey Epstein. Am I lying, John Hardy? Am I lying? Tell me if I'm lying, John Hardy. So you will bury a nigga from Chicago that makes great music, but motherfuckers accusing him of shit. But then you'll turn around and go out and make someone the president of the United States. You'll try to make someone the president of the United States that stands by someone who was convicted of being a sex offender? Are you fucking kidding me? Am I lying? That's what I'm saying. John Hardy says, I love y'all. Hold on. Let me get the Asku. Both y'all turn it up. Asku says, that fool should have kept quiet. He told on himself. Leonard thought it was a joke. He thought he was the Teflon Don. He thought he was John Gotti. And shit, he might still be. But I know I haven't seen that petition. I haven't seen that petition in a couple days, but I bet you it's at least 20-something thousand people that want him out that seat. I bet you that. John Hardy says, nope. Hillary approved the bill having sex until he got caught in public. She need to support R. Kelly. That's what I'm saying, family. Like I said, I'm dangerous when I go into nigga mode. Because at that point, it's like, shit, fuck it. This is all public record, by the way. And, you know, it is what it is. But what I will say is, allegedly, allegedly, Jeffrey Epstein is a pedophile. Allegedly, I'll say that. So just think about that. You guys are burying a nigga that make music from Chicago. You just slaughtering his whole reputation. But you saying people will want to put somebody in the White House that literally stands next to someone that was convicted of being a sex offender. So what does that say about you? Don't make an excuse for that shit. You need to open your eyes and say and be honest with yourself. And you just need to say, damn, I fucked up. You feel me? Last but not least, on the hit list, Hugh Hefner. Why is a white man allowed to have 100 bitches at the Playboy Mansion, sucking, fucking, licking, touching, allegedly, all that, but a black man ain't? Soon as a black man get him a mansion and he try to do the same exact thing the white man does, there's an issue. All these allegations, right? Now, my problem with this is, I'll be honest, like, and I won't be surprised if they try to do Floyd Mayweather the same way. Marriage is just not for everyone. And John, I want to ask you a question, man. Spiritually, I'm gonna ask you too, Asku. One, I want to ask you guys. This is the first question I want to ask you guys. Do you guys believe in marriage? Have you ever felt? Do you feel like, okay, one day I have to get married? Those are two questions I want to ask you guys. How I personally feel, I've never felt the need to get married. I've never, even before I woke up or whatever you want to call it, even before I was a spiritual person and I started understanding how my energy worked and all that good stuff. I've never felt like interested in being married. And then come to find out, I did a little research, and all marriage is, that from what I saw, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just it's a ritual for Saturn. Correct me if I'm wrong, John. And that really just reinforces how I feel towards it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not down with a ritual. I'm not down with doing something just because society tells me to. I don't need, a ring on my finger. That doesn't solidify my relationship with a female that I'm with. So what does that mean? If you put the ring, it's like a superpower. You like Green Lantern, when you put the ring on, you gonna ride or die for me. But when you take the ring off, or if it slips off, you don't give a fuck about me. You feel me? I don't know. It just doesn't register, man. If I ever decided to want to spend the rest of my life with a chick, that would be it. I don't need a ring. And I feel like a lot of girls, they just want the ring because they're programmed. They're too emotional. They don't understand. They can't see above that shit. And that's why when chicks say to me, a lot of chicks say to me, or a lot of chicks have said to me, let's get married. I want to be your wife. I'm like, we don't need titles. Longevity doesn't need titles. We need to keep that same energy. We just need to continue having the same energy. We need to maintain this energy. We don't need to maintain a title. That's just my opinion on that. Jesus, ass cool. I fuck with y'all. Ass cool. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. Or a female. I'm not sure if you're a male or female, but I fucks with you. Asku says, they don't want black men doing the same thing as white men. I agree. I think that's how the system is set up. Asku also says, I feel people get married just to have security, but they will still cheat. John Hardy says, I believe marriage is a sacred law, but it was rewritten by America. Absolutely. I salute you for that. See, that's that next level thinking. I need people like that around me. You will feel the need to get married in your soul. We were born into having twin flames. I'm familiar with that. I don't think I'll ever find mine, but I definitely heard about that. That's crazy. We were born with a twin flame. Google twin flames. Yep, I'm familiar with that. Let's see. Ask Who says Brother Polite has 10 wives. I've heard of Brother Polite, but I don't know shit about that dude. I've never watched his videos. John Hardy says, back in Africa, we never needed a ring to get married. We would use rubber bands. God damn. America started making money out of marriage, just like everything else. John Hardy says, marriage certificates, rings, and titles were created by the government. You can get married with a rubber band and your words. Ask Who's a man. Okay, shout out. Shout out you, Ask Who. John Hardy says, I agree with Ask Who. Okay. But yeah, that was my point on that. I don't even know how I got to marriage, but as far as Hugh Hefner, right? I just don't see it. You know, in my personal opinion, like I said, I would follow that same blueprint. You know, the way that I'm naturally set up, the way that I'm built. I meet girls, I talk to girls, and I like certain aspects of them. But overall, as a chick, as a female, a girl, whatever you want to call her, I don't love everything about her. I don't want to be around her all the time. And I don't know what it is about me, but if I'm going to spend the rest of my life with one female, I want to love almost everything about her. I want to, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I want to love everything about her. Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong to want to, if I got to spend the rest of my life with one human being and go through everything on the day-to-day with one human being, am I not allowed to want to love everything about them? So I find myself, if I do talk to chicks, right? I'll talk to a chick that has a good quality, you know, she's really positive, she's drama free. But then, you know, the sex will be whack, right? But then I'll have another chick I'm talking to with a sex is fire, but she's just a really demonic bitch. She's with the shit. She's always in some drama, right? And then I'll talk to another chick where her pussy is like mediocre, you know what I'm saying? But you know, she could carry a conversation. When I need her to be there, she's always there. She's like a ride or die. You feel me? So it's like I could see myself being in a situation where if I had, you know, that financial freedom, I would have a mansion and I would have, and it's not about me being addicted to sex. It's about, I need that energy. I think a woman is the most beautiful thing on the face of this planet. When the woman is fully developed mentally, emotionally, you know, and physically and spiritually. That's my opinion. So if I'm dealing with a bunch of underdeveloped females, little girls out here mentally and emotionally and spiritually, they non-existent, then it's like, damn, I have to have 10 different girls that all have, you know, good qualities, because it's going to be impossible for me to find them all in one, right? Let's see. John Hardy says, Brother Polite has 2 white wives now. Hashtag sellout. Well, now let me ask you a question, John Hardy. I'm obviously black. I had a black ass mom and a light skinned black dad. Respectfully. I don't get along with my parents, but I'm not about to, you know, disrespect them, you know, on the internet. I'll save that for their faces. But I will say this. I love white women, but I also love Spanish women. I love beautiful black women. I love Asian women. I love all types of women. But my question to you guys is, does that really make him a sellout if he has a white wife just because of her skin color? Or are you guys talking more the lines of, because I don't know nothing about him, but is he preaching a message where he's saying, you know, we're supposed to date, you know, black people only supposed to date black women or something like that? Let me know. Because then I could see if, you know, if you call him a sellout for that reason. Ask Who says, wow, I thought he didn't date white women. John Hardy says Hugh Hefner, Venus is in Pisces, super secrets. It's also making a aspect with his Cancer. Cancer rules home. His Pluto, which rules death, tells me he can face death in home. Wow. His Venus is in the 5th house of romance, which makes him a secret romantic freak. John Hardy says the reason I call him a sellout because he was preaching black man is supposed to date black women. I had a feeling. See, I'm right with you. I had a feeling that he would say, you know, this. I don't know this guy, but I had a feeling he was saying some shit along those lines. That was his come up. Okay, I got you. I got you. 100. But as far as this Hugh Hefner situation, I think that there's contradictions there. I think bottom line there's contradictions there. R.Kelly was pretty much doing the same thing Hugh Hefner was doing. You know, and the question is, was Hugh Hefner being protected? You know, was he being protected from people from chicks coming out making allegations? Wasn't there a chick that said Hugh Hefner was the devil and then she jumped to her death with her child? Come on. Allegedly. I don't like I said, I don't follow up with a lot of pop culture shit, but it's just some certain things. What fuels me to make these videos is I can't help but point out the contradictions in people, man. And hopefully the goal is to present solutions to these confused ass people so that we can move forward past these same talking points and these same situations. You feel me? Let's talk about something new. Let's fucking discover new problems. Right? Asku says these pro-blacks always do that and then date outside their race. That's a fact. What Yeezy say? And then he got on and left your ass for a white girl. Do you give me money? When he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. Yeah, that's disrespectful. John Hardy says, Brother Polite started his videos bragging about having 3 black wives and the white people are the devil. Now he has white wives. But where the fuck are you allowed legally to have 3 wives? Ain't that illegal over here? Jesus. And even me, like I wouldn't even do the wives thing. I don't do titles, man. I hate titles. I hate labels. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're a free thinker, a free spirit, that's just it. You're free of titles and free of labels. You do you at all times. And whatever you're doing, that's just what you're doing. And that's just what it is. You feel me? And when chicks would say, you know, I want to be your wife, and I'm like, I can already tell, like, you don't even know what you're saying. You don't even know what you're talking about. But John Hardy, I don't know if you ever responded to my question, but is the whole act of getting married, the whole wedding band, the ring, is that a ritual, or offering to Saturn? Because I'm not trying. Let me just see real quick because I saw this shit. Asku says, LOL, in different places you can marry, you can many wives, you can marry many wives. John Hardy says he wasn't really married to them. He used that title just to come up. After he came up, he sold his soul to the devil. God damn. So let me see this. And then they got, see these rings, like they making you pay all this money for these rings, and the ring don't do shit. The ring don't solidify shit. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's get it. John Hardy says, "Getting married is not an offering to Saturn. We were made to unite with another soul being. You got twin flames, soulmates, and soul connections. Talk about it." Yeah, this shit, this some demonic shit. I don't even like having this shit on my screen. I don't know. Let me see. I might do a video on that one day though, because I saw history of wedding rings. I just don't fuck with it, man. And then I feel like I'm gonna be in a situation where the chick I'm talking to or whatever, she's gonna want a ring because she don't know no better, and then I'm gonna have to go out and buy her a ring when I don't even want it. I feel like I'm never gonna wear the ring. It's gonna be all this fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all this bullshit. John Hardy says Saturn can have a major effect in your marriage, just like all the other planets. Big facts. Let me see. Let me hit this. Let's see what's going on. And then my last point I wanna talk to you guys about is how can we solve this problem? I really want to know. Ask who, John Hardy. I really want to know you guys' thoughts, man. How do we ask who? I'm a sub to you, family. You ain't here with that smoke. You want all the smoke. You feel me? But so I sub to you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, brother. My last question to you guys is: how do we solve this problem? How do we solve this problem? Do we come together as a community? I mean, I know this sounds damn near impossible, but do we come together? So say, R.Kelly's from Chicago, right? Do the people of Chicago come together and say, we fuck with your music. Your music changed our lives. It helped our culture. Your music, it did a lot for us spiritually. You had motherfuckers out here thinking and truly believing they could fly. You wrote the greatest. If you put the world's greatest on, when you at the gym or some shit, you be lifting some shit you never thought you could lift. If you put the world's greatest on, when you see a badass bitch walking down the street and she ain't trying to be bothered, you put that shit on in your ear, you be like, oh, it's a rap. That's light work. I'm sorry. The World's Greatest by R. Kelly, god damn. If I put that song on, I'm invincible. That's a fact. John Hardy says Saturn in 8th house, extra marital affairs, illness to spouse and marital discord. For female chart, she can be a barren woman. Ask who says I don't make videos. It's okay, man. You know what I'm saying? I look, anybody subscribes to me, I subscribe right back to them. It's about that love, baby. Okay, let's get into these solutions. John Hardy says we have to deprogram ourselves in order to solve it. I agree. People won't even listen to solutions. They will debate it. Damn, so how do we go about deprogramming ourselves? Because I feel like us having this objective conversation, when people hear it, it's going to go into cognitive dissonance, and they're not going to want to hear the truth. They're going to hear whatever they want to hear that feeds their own personal idea. So in my personal opinion, I'm like, shit, we got to fast forward to the solution. Kind of on some, we gotta the same way the media force feeds us all this programming, we have to counteract it by doing the same exact thing. By saying stop. This whole society, this whole hip-hop culture, this whole rap genre is based on us tearing each other the fuck down. The whole black culture, crabs in a bucket, crabs in a barrel, however you want to call it. That's a metaphor for all, the black race. I'm not gonna say black race. Black is not a race; it's a color. But you guys know what I mean. Our whole existence, our whole the generation, the timeline is based on us tearing each other the fuck down. And I feel like the solution is motherfuckers need to press the stop button. Fuck the pause button. You need to mash that stop button in reality or whatever, this pseudo reality. You need to stop. Everyone, you just need to stop. You need to take a deep breath and say, you know what? What we're doing isn't working. So let's do the opposite of what we're doing. Like Kanye said, we've been hating each other. Let's stop hating each other. Let's try loving each other and see where that takes us. And I feel like if his community came together, his hometown where he's born and raised, where he's from, he still loves that place and they probably fucking hate him. If those people were above themselves and said, let's unite and support this dude and let's heal our own, that would change. That would flip the whole matrix upside down. And I feel like that's the solution, in my opinion. Let's see what y'all saying. John Hardy says, we have to start with the mind. For instance, if I tell black people to stop sexing with white people, this will be a whole argument. If I say stop spending money for or supporting the white people, this will be a whole argument. If I say when you see 2 black cops killing a black baby and it's 30 of you guys do something, they will just record it. Asku says black people always killing each other. John Hardy says the only way to solve this is pro-action with no action. Stop supporting the coonery. I absolutely agree. I say this all the time. Like I just said now. Just press the stop button. Stop participating. Stop participating. I'm not going to hold you guys much longer, but you look at all these black billionaires and millionaires. It's very simple, man. Why can't they unite and put that money up? And I'm not saying, for a handout or this is what they should do for us, but it's just, damn. You mean to tell me all you black billionaires and millionaires, y'all really don't want a place to call your own? You really don't want a place to call your own? You don't want to be a legend in your own community for the rest of the time? These people can't unite, put their money together, put their money up to buy some land, build some communities, have some black police departments, black hospitals, black law enforcement. We can't do that. That's impossible. Because if nothing else, by doing that, we, put ourselves in a situation where can't play the race card anymore. Can't say, oh, the white cop did this. No, it's going to be black cops killing black teenagers or black kids or black males. Just like, I heard this somewhere. They said, back in Africa when it was only us, it was blacks killing blacks. So all we really doing is we taking it back to that time, and you just got to grow the fuck up. I think naturally we would grow the fuck up by default. You can't, in my opinion, I feel like you got to force some people to grow the fuck up. When you make it so that a person cannot make excuses anymore, they naturally, there's nothing else to do is grow up, mature, or that's it. You're done. But I appreciate you guys for coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out John Hardy. Let's see. Shout out Ask Who. John Hardy, aka astro enlightenment guru. And I fuck with both of y'all, man. And I think I'm gonna hop up out of here, but I definitely recommend this song to you guys. R.Kelly, I Admit. You feel me? Everybody watching this video, hit that motherfucking like, hit that motherfucking subscribe button. John Hardy, what's the name of your book one more time before I get up out of here? Let me know, fam. But you guys should definitely, everybody should definitely check out this song. I like it, man. Song's damn near 20 minutes. I'm about to be listening to this shit the rest of the day. I miss R. Kelly. I miss R. Kelly on a track, man. And the craziest shit about it is R. Kelly sound exactly the same. His voice is still beautiful, man. R. Kelly still has such a beautiful voice. I look at all my favorite, rappers and musicians and singers. They don't sound the same. One of my favorite rappers is Beanie Siegel. He came out with some music recently. He don't sound the same. He looks sick too. Respectfully. Freeway, he looks sick. He don't really sound the same. And it's just like, damn, bro. I just don't. It's hard. It's hard to accept that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want things to be a certain way forever. And then when it switches up, when it changes up, it's like shit. Shout out Quantavious. Welcome to the stream, fam. We about to wrap it up, homie. Did you hear that R. Kelly I Admit joint? But shit, I appreciate all of y'all, family. Y'all know what it is. I had to come through and make this video. I held y'all hostage for like a damn near hour and a half. But I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. Mr. Dawson, check out that song. R. Kelly, I Admit. I'm in the stream right now. Go check out that song, family. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good listen to. And shit, that shit might even be on the radio. They might even play that on Hot 97 Power 105, even if they clowning it. So we'll see. But I love all of y'all, family. Thank you for coming through. Until the next one, we out. It's low key.